So round one of Plat, swing is feeling decent. We're kind of teetering on the same lines of how we've been recently, like, can hit straight, sometimes get a little bit of a pull, just trying really hard to keep it in line. If we miss, we miss. That's kind of the nature of it. But we're playing off the front tees here into high winds, so that seems to be the counterbalance. And then we've got default across the board. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes. Now I have been not informed, but I've been enlightened to the fact that I should probably talk about only like 33% of people watching on YouTube are subscribed. So, you know, if you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching it on Twitch and you haven't subbed to YouTube, go and hit the button. I gotta be better about promoting myself. That's just the truth of it. Hey, what's going on, Sparky? Thank you for the luck, man. Okay, so this seems like driver off the tee is like really dangerous territory. So it might be a layup. That's 286. I think if we give this some shape, we should be able to get that bounding down there. That was not a comfortable swing. So long as it gets right, I'll be completely fine with it. Okay. It's the approach. The approach 9 out of 10 times is going to matter more than the drive as far as what your swing looks like. These greens. Yeah, the high contrast. The high contrast is definitely an adjustment. Hopefully we'll be able to read them somewhat well. So I am awkwardly in between clubs. That is one thing that's for certain. It's gonna carry a little bit long, so I think I have to give it some loft. Basically just try and get it in this little pocket, because it feeds back and over. Just can't really be shorter. Too far right. Oh man, almost too far right. Pushed it. It's gonna bounce through, isn't it? All right. Not ideal, but also not a good swing. So I got a 162s here. We're gonna have to be careful. Definitely have to get it outside here to swing. But this is going to come down a lot. Like a lot to not degreening ourselves here, so. Come on. Let's get a nice stroke on it. Try and get it somewhere down close. I'm gonna give it more. I think it needs more. All right. It's not a bad read. I have to keep it in the back of my mind there that we did a pretty good job with it. Do we want to put this down? We've got a lot of wind at the back. Like it's on the pretty high side of high. So we can probably downhill wind at the back can probably send it if we're somewhere down here and then just like a flop shot up. Because we've got tailwind, so that concerns me with taking a regular wedge. just because it's harder to stop. This might even be like, whoa, hello. Closer than flop, which might mean that we're chipping it up to the hole. No, 30s, we're in between. We've definitely done ourselves in a little bit. That being said, might be able to do something like this and get a little bit of bite. Hopefully it's not too much spin backwards, but want to get it up and stop it. Little fast, little pull. Okay, little short. Hard to tell on those lies like that. What's gonna come from it? Okay, so we missed the first putt by a little bit, but we were able to drain the second, so definitely giving ourselves opportunities. It's just gonna be a matter of how many can we convert, but that right there is definitely a good thing. Don't want to end up being like in a stretch where you get close and don't convert over and over and over again. Gotta get something going for the confidence. Oh. Got a little aggressive with that one. Fairway at least gives us a nice kick, and we're still gonna get out here 360 odd yards. Or not quite 360, okay. Denied. Oh, it just makes it so hard to read. Okay, so I mean, wind's probably playing upwards of like 16 miles an hour. It's definitely not straight on. You can get stuck up in that upper quadrant. So it's definitely a tight window to be able to actually feed it down there. Obviously, we're gonna try. But I get a little bit concerned. So it's all downhill. So is it really 5-iron, or is this gonna leave us too short? It's all downhill there too. So I'm gonna give this a little bit of draw. Just try and play it outside to the right, and we're gonna see what comes of it. Maybe getting too fancy, but what is that swing? I'm like really trying hard to not find the swing I want. All right, it's gonna be quick and downhill. This is exactly what I said. You can absolutely get stuck up here. Definitely is going to be the type of putt where we gotta just get to the top of this hill and let it roll down. Because that'll take us, I mean, it's probably gonna take us past the hole. Alright, come on. Give us a chance or two. Oh, it's low. That little head bob. Actually hold it. I would have thought with the 6 inches down that was going to pick up a little more speed to keep going, but actually just peters to the bottom of the hill and stops. Nice little tap in. 2 under through 3. You know, it's a good way to start. I think we have to get the yardage here and just try and go. That's going to be too much with driver. We're like in between. And I think putting ourselves over here actually puts us at a disadvantage. So it might be wise to try and run a 3-wood up. I am pushing real good. Okay, gotta reset myself. Just get that swing coming out straight. But running this down here, it's a 7-iron in, maybe even a little bit less, but gives us some room to work. Yeah, we've got a bit of green speed, so I can probably play this out here, let the wind ride and give it a little D-loft. Well, there's an overcorrection. There's an overcorrection if I've ever seen one. Okay. Just trust what you know. Trust what you know. Wow. Okay. That was way, way, way shorter. Okay. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Okay, it's swing playing back and forth. It's swing play, like, there's not really much more to it than that. Considering we're not really trusting our swing play, and I think we have to lay this up. That's better. It's a little bit out to the right, but like definitely on the right track. Definitely on the right track. Alright, fair amount of wind up the hill. I mean, we're definitely losing. Just becomes a matter of, do you try and get that 8-iron up there? Or do you try and force the, cut the 9 under the wind a little bit? I feel like the 8-iron might be the play. Now, obviously, have to put a bit of faith in the ability here to read the wind. So I definitely think this is a little long. I obviously don't want to be... Don't want to be short, so I'm only going to give a little bit of shape into this. I'd rather be a little bit long, I think. Little slow. Oh, there's the short because of the slow, I think. I actually think that got a really lucky backwards backspin kick. I think that thing was ready to whip off of the green. Okay. So, definitely getting away with one there. Definitely getting away with one there. Holy. Let's pay it off. Good swing. I guess it's a little bit downhill behind. Though it is saying it's flat. It definitely was not flat. All right, well, you know, bogeys are tough, and not converting putts is also tough. So, you know, you're never gonna score if you're missing. What if we take hybrid here, 248 carry maybe? Somewhere in that ballpark, 248, 249. There's no shot that we're getting 16 miles an hour worth of wind out of that. I can maybe de-loft this 4-iron a bit. This feels short. Feels like I need to bring the three hybrid around on a draw. Try and counteract the wind a bit and knock the shot down. It's definitely asking a bit out of it, but I think this has to be better than being short with the... With the 4-iron. Stay over the green. Go right. It's not bad. It is not bad at all. Took a little bit much off, but we are up close to pin high. It's a reasonable-ish look from here. Definitely has break. At least I think it has break. Good swing. You gotta keep turning. There you go. Whoa. If it doesn't turn at the end there, that is way out there to the left. What, downhill into wind? Feels like this fairway is trying to kick us off. So gonna try and get it to sit, try and play a little bit of loft here. Definitely the way that this headwind is playing, we're gonna have a tough time on approach. Because if we were spinning an 8-iron, like if the 8-iron was wanting to come back, I do have my reservations here. That being said, we are getting bailed out a little bit by this downhill lie. I'm just gonna play it close to stock, actually. Downhill lie into wind doesn't seem to be quite as powerful as I would expect. But anywho, seems we've got a little bit of double break, but it seems like it then swings back. It's really weird, because it looks like it's going left to right there. The flag seems to be indicating opposite of what the actual break is, so I'm not sure how you manage to get that sort of witchcraft, but I think if we play it out on this right-hand side, the break should hit that and hopefully feed it back in. Okay, gotta get it on a straight line here. It's pretty straight. Now swing hard right. Ooh. Ooh, on the outside edge. Okay. Okay. Making us work for it. Making us work for it, but we are finding some scores here and there. Yo, what's going on, Cyberdog? How we doing, man? It's crazy. I think you were probably the one person that I ran into the most, just like at random. Want to go to Sizzler after this pot? I gotta play a lot of golf, man. Unfortunately, I gotta decline. Got too many putts left for today. Always on the lookout for me? Okay, well, either way, I mean, it's still a whole convention, right? So being on the lookout and actually finding are still two very different scenarios. This is tough. All right, we're gonna try and throw this pitch up. This is a really tough shot. How is that slow? You gotta get, oh, take a bounce. Not that bounce. That's a bad bounce. Felt like I hit it pretty quick. That's why I was not so certain. You're always on the move, hardly ever sat down. I think I only sat down a little bit to talk to McRaptor, but other than that. All right, I was scared about blasting it past it just never got up the hill. I did run into K-Dub, yeah, we went over on Sunday to his booth. Stopped in and got a quick picture and said hello. He was upset with me because I didn't tell him I was there prior to that. But I was told he was super busy, so I didn't reach out. All right. Yeah, this is just kind of a hit and pray. I don't really know. I like the strike. I don't like how far right we are. I like the way that this is trending. Okay. 12 feet, I mean, it's an opportunity. That is a tough, at least to me, feels like a very tough pin to get after. I think that is probably the biggest. As far as putting strategy, I feel like I end up with downhill putts just way too much. Like if there was ever a thing that I probably really need to improve upon, it would be that. Come on now. It's really not bad. It's just so hard to swing those from outside enough. It's just so difficult to swing those from outside enough. Okay, so the option is pitch shot from there. I think you gotta go for the pitch. I think in this circumstance I have to go for the pitch. I may have bombed it into the sand though. Definitely did. I don't know. That's a really tough hole from like a strategy standpoint. I'm gonna hit this pitch stock and hope it sits down. I don't really know. It might be way short, but it could also get all the way up to the hole. Pushed it. That's gonna be gone. Bye, ball. Got the highest roll, and it doesn't seem like that uphill did much of anything. Anything off the fairway? No, so it depends on the snow course. Designers have some luxury. They can make snow-covered greens and fairways. This one, you can see the greens, you can see the fairways, and then all of the rough is snow-covered. Alright, this one should get up to the hole and not just die on me. Not quite. Not quite, but we're a little bit out to the left, so. It's crazy, man. See people like light these courses up and we are struggling. We are struggling. Oh, I'm sure if they had that as a course designer option, Cyberdog, I am sure that would very much so be a thing that people implemented. Pitching wedge, I think, is going to be long. Gotta loft it. I like the way that sounds. It's on a good line. It's gonna die a bit short, but that's a nice approach. Okay, we need some of those. "100% need some of those," because we've been lacking on close approach shots. We're chipping away at it. There's plenty of golf left to get to, you know, a reasonable number here, but yeah, this round is eating us up. Crazy part is, like, we've only... I don't know, I feel like we only had a bad swing on a few holes, but I guess... You know, we've picked some bad spots to be. We've missed a few putts. You know, all those small things add up, or just, you know, missing the wrong. Okay. So, this is where I start to question, like, do you go for it? Where is my ideal, like, spot to be? Off to the right and then chipping up the hill? Probably. Hold it a little left. Get it a wonderful kick. It's gonna roll out the back. See, now this is the problem because I pulled it instead of getting the straight shot, which would have ended up a little bit to the right and fed off that way. Now we have to be concerned about... Now we have to be concerned about rolling out the back of the green. So obviously going to try my best here to hit a good shot and ride this ridge a little bit from left to right towards the hole, but I struggle so much on chip tempo. There's no other way to put it. Chip tempo is, or chip power rather, is like just an absolute nemesis of mine. Big comeback, though. Big comebacker. Don't want to put myself in that situation. Really don't want to be putting myself in that situation. Big birdie given the preceding events. Little 109? Come on. Get down in the fairway. Reward me for that swing. Yes. Okay, trying to give ourselves a chance. This is so mean. These par fives, man, they've just got very, very tiny spots where the ball can go. Very tiny spots where the ball can go. That's still to the left? Are you kidding me? Dang. I thought I mean, swing plane might have been a little bit off, but I really thought that I was aiming it enough to the right. Okay, so this has gotta be play it safe. If we can get the, we can get the swing plane, get the power. A little bit too much to the left. Oh! Oh, man. All right, we'll take the bird. Almost chipped in for the eagle, though. Okay, so the birdies are, you know, we're trying to pile them up as best we can. Gotta keep that going. Starting to feel the swing a little bit. Don't want to jinx myself. Probably jinx myself, but you know, gotta see what we can do here. I think this 6-iron is actually a few yards short. I'm gonna give it a little bit of D-loft. Not enough. Oh, and we're short. I guess wind played a little bit more than I'm thinking there. All right, let's try and play this. Try and play this in a way that it comes out. And also got to hit our power here. Chipping is so hard. Why is chipping so difficult in this game? And I know it's a mental thing. Like, that's the worst part about it, is I know that my woes for a lot of stuff, because it isn't so easy, Lindsay. Yeah, but I know that, like, my swing plane tempo power combo, that has very little to do with the yardages and, like, stopping the ball, right? Like, that is a different beast in and of itself. And that's where I struggle greatly. Because it's a completely different... Come on, you gotta bite. I'm trying to play the backstop. Don't make me regret it. Why is it going left? It's not quite how I envisioned that shot. I was thinking more of like a roll straight back down. But I guess Let's take a look at this. Got it just a bit too far to the left, so it doesn't do that. But yeah, I mishit power and plane and tempo, and everything goes all over the place. Big putt. Big putt. Come on, let's get a few more here. Let's get a few more here. Ooh. I think we go for the drive. I just am not really in love with the concept of laying up with 3-wood into wind, because then that just creates a situation where we're playing like 3-wood and then some longer iron. Like, this is already probably more than, yeah, it's up the hill, gap wedge. I think I have to de-loft it. I'm seriously struggling with these ones though. Like, I'm either way too long or way too short. So, yeah, we'll see. Still short. So, like, I don't know if that's just because of that slow, or I think I'm just desperately off on wedges into wind. I think that's probably the better assumption. think wedges into wind, I'm just thinking it does a lot more than it actually does. Gonna miss low. Okay. That was a missed opportunity because I feel like I had a decent handle on it, but I ended up adjusting it out just a little bit too much. All right, par 5. We gotta keep trying to capitalize on these. A little bit of a push slow makes that scary. But because of it, we're able to turn the corner, so... Wind's gonna take this. I think you can probably play this like full loft. It's a good strike. I like the angle it's turning, and it's gonna hit the sand. I just had to get the 98%. Just had to. Alright, well. This game really, really likes me. I'll say that much. A little bit downhill. I think we can probably get this to sit fairly gently. Short. I hate how big of a range there is for the vibration. Like, it just shouldn't vibrate that early. All right, well, we got our work cut out for birdie then. I'm not even gonna try and say one day we'll be like the others and be like perfect from that range. That's just unrealistic. A lot of respect for people that are able to do that though. Okay, so let's take a moment here and like definitely just try and get this right. 178. Wind is like 13, 14 miles an hour. 188. I think 6 iron. Let's take stock 6. Somehow I'm gonna sail the green, but I pulled it. Okay, it is a little bit long. It's not sailing the green at least. But landing pin high is well, you know, when you're trying to run it up to the hole, not really a great look. I gotta play a little more break because we're trying not to slam this down the hill behind. So almost have to treat this like a downhill putt. Okay. Not pretty. Not pretty, but it's an 8 under. Hard fought. Like, very hard fought. Had a lot of shots perplex me, which is not good. Just means that I have some work. I have some work to do as far as understanding some wind and elevation stuff and not botching chips and putts. But you know, we're always trying to improve. So 8 under in the books. That's what we got.